Flag on the play, flag on the play. Fumble, cuz, fumble. You mean to tell me? So he said he went to jail at 16 and got out at 19, right? Then he became a truck driver, right? So then he gets pulled over with substances in his truck, right? Illegal substances, right? CS2 back. After he gets pulled over for illegal substances, the state drops all of his charges for having a semi-truck full of illegal substances, right? So if he started driving trucks around 19 and then he got pulled over by the police, right? How old was he when he got pulled over by the police? Because in this picture right here, he look about 21, 22 years old, maybe even 20. And the way that they had WACK100 infiltrate the industry basically as a hip-hop cop, you hear me? Because let me explain to you, WACK100 is an industry plant, bro. He went from driving trucks to getting pulled over with narcotics allegedly, to getting his case dropped, to being in the industry, bumping shoulders with the industry's most famous rappers, artists, producers, everything. How was that? How did WACK100 get plugged with Birdman? And here we go with this. WACK100 and Suge Knight. And this is where I say the hip-hop cop stuff. Because after he got arrested for narcotics and released from the state, then he became best friends with the industry's producers, leaders, rappers, everything. Like, he was placed in the industry. Now he was Suge Knight, right? So what happened with Suge Knight? What happened with Suge Knight and Tupac? Right? Then you like, hold on. How you got the police hanging around with Suge Knight? Flag on the play. You mean the police was hanging around with Suge Knight this whole entire time? And didn't something happen to Tupac when he was with Suge Knight in Vegas? Now, who frequents in Vegas? Hello? Hello, is WACK100 a hip-hop police? He obviously is, because he's in hip-hop and he's a police, right? Flag on the play, flag on the play. No, don't you pray now, you damn heathen. Don't you pray now. Hold him down, cuz. Hold him down. It's time for his baptismal, cuz. It's time for his baptismal. Then we got Reggie White, another police officer, right? So you got WACK100 around. You got WACK100 around Suge Knight, and then all of a sudden Tupac passed. Then you got WACK100 around Reggie White, and then who passes around Reggie White? Biggie Smalls. Reggie White is right there in that blue shirt, family. Technical. Reggie, what you doing? What the police doing at Biggie Smalls passing? And where the hell WACK100 at? See, I've been trying to tell y'all for a long time, but y'all didn't want to listen to me. Y'all thought I was just playing, bro. Look at the badge right there, bro. It's a whole LAPD detective badge, family. That he didn't even know that the camera had got it. But look, bro. WACK100 is the police. And he owned No Jumper. So we already suspected No Jumper of being the police. So let's break down WACK100. Let's break down WACK100 and No Jumper. Right? Y'all ready? Alright, come on.
No, but you saying Luce sent you the address?
Oh, my mama.
He sent it directly to you. It didn't come from nowhere else.
You were duped. You were duped. Hold on. I'm about to share my screen.
Okay. I think Luce was fibbing to Wack. Or, I don't know. There's a lot of people who could be fibbing to various people here.
And you sent him the address, and he was on the couch sleeping.
Yeah, of course. What is that?
So you sent him the address?
Yes, I sent him the address, Wack.
So He knew who he was pulling up on?
Yeah.
That wasn't the story that was told earlier.
He knows that Rick Baby knew exactly where he was coming. Yeah, man, I'll let y'all deal
No,
with it.
hold on.
With
So,
the facts. Y'all can deal
hold
with
on.
the fiction.
So, he didn't turn down the fame?
We was about to fight. Me and Brick was about to fight. We was about to do all of that.
Because he said you had your baby with you, too.
Yep.
Technical.
So, Brick, you turned it down, or what? Because you talking like...
You can call Conrad. What are we talking about here? Listen.
It's cool that we both
So-
have Crips that we're
so-
like pitting against
so
each
no,
other.
this-
It's cool that we both
so-
have Crips that we're
so-
like pitting against
So,
each
no,
other.
this ain't pitting against nothing because it's weird. It's like we hearing two different stories, right? And my whole thing about it is...
I feel like it's one story.
Listen, all sit down.
Huh?
Let's all sit down.
We attempted to do that.
Let's all sit down. That's what I'm saying.
We attempted to do that.
Rick and Luce can both wear straight jackets.
No, listen, Adam. Right now, next Sunday, me, Brick, and Wack, we all sit down.
I feel like I might be busy Sunday, but I could definitely figure out a date.
Not Sunday, you mean Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, let's do Thursday.
Flag on the play, flag on the play. At this moment, WACK100 knew Thursday is when Brick Baby and Loose Cannon was about to be locked up because Loose Cannon betrayed WACK100 by kicking it with Brick Baby. Loose Cannon and Brick Baby is ops. Loose Cannon is kicking it with WACK100's op, which is Brick Baby, because Wack don't even like Brick Baby and Brick Baby don't like Wack. So by Loose Cannon hanging with Brick Baby, that's when WACK100 felt betrayed, family. And at that moment is when he gave that call. He pulled out that badge. He was like, 1092, good. Thursday at Adam at No Jumper. Brick Baby got a gun. Loose Cannon got a gun. Just pick him up after the show so we can get our views at least. Flag on the play, flag on the play.
I can't lie, that's what happened. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a problem.
So everything he be saying and you be saying, because the people is confused right now.
Technical.
That's why we have to. We all sit down.
So Brick, you with the sit down?
I'm with it.
Can you not make any inflammatory statements about them prior to the sit down?
Look, nah. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy about you being trying to the sit down. I mean, it go both ways.
That's y'all
Immediately.
That's why he on your phone.
You know what I mean?
All right, well there it go, because this is getting very confusing.
Told you.
It ain't even confusing. I just told y'all what happened, baby.
Yeah, but we heard a whole nother story about what happened, so it was confusing.
You heard another version of the story.
So it's all adding up how Brick Baby and Loose Cannon both got locked up after the No Jumper interview. It's because their location was dropped. The leg on the play by Detective WACK100. He was never a gangbanger as an adult because he was a police officer as an adult. You understand? He's been there for years and years and years and years for the police force. So you don't think he has seniority? That's why his badge look like it say detective on the top. Flag on the play, flag on the play.